Hello folks, this is a 1958 Leyland Titan Pd3-3. It was first brand new to Alexander Northern in 1958 and ran with them up until 1970. Its last use in professional service before being sold off was being a training bus. The instructor would have sat behind in the main bus where the learner drove. There's two holes in the floor which you'll see just later on, which would have been where the instructor's pedals would have been. Here we see the offside side of the bus with William Lowe's, or Willie Lowe's as it was known in Dundee. Groceries, provisions, shopping throughout in the city. That was one of the shops that were bought over by Tesco in, I believe, the 1990s. There's Ascot for headaches and nerve pains. It's still got the old money on it, 3D. Don't ask what it means, I'm too young for that. There's a number plate in black and white, and there's Lamb's Garage Limited 26181. It's the old phone code before they added the extra digit to make them 6-digit codes. The entrance and exit to this bus was through the rear. They might remind you of the London Routemaster, but this is very different from that. I'm not sure if this was there originally, if it was just added, but that push to stop button, I don't know if they had bells back then to stop the bus, but you can tell me in the comments if you know. We're just stepping forward to the front of the bus. There's those two holes I was on about where the driving instructor's pedals were. Now they're just two holes in the floor, but they're left there because that's what it was last used as. We didn't want to fill that in. There's the front of the bus and some signs, body plates, and the no smoking sticker, which I'm sure was probably added later on in its life. Not all the seats are original, some of them are, but I'm not sure which ones are and aren't. Either way, the bus is not finished being fully restored, but when it is, you know, it'll look absolutely fantastic. We are now going to take a trip to the upper saloon, or upper deck as you might know it nowadays, to see what the upstairs of a low height decker looked like, because this is a low height bus. Hence the lower floor on the side, slanted, and then the seats are slightly higher up. Again, I'm not sure these are all original. This used to be the smoking deck, the upper deck, so it would have been just slightly more worn and slightly harder to restore. But we're going to head right to the front at the minute, just showing you some of the seats, and I'll show you what it looks like when you face back the bus. Okay, facing back the bus, you can see that it is indeed a low height decker because there's not that much space above the seats, but there is enough space if you're sitting down, obviously. There's the lower floor. You can almost stand up straight where that lower floor is if you're just below 6 feet tall, but for me I had to duck my head a little bit. I'm going to go into this very back seat here, which is almost over the staircase in fact, which is actually my favourite seat in that bus. I just had to push the cushion back into place and sit there. The front of the bus is where everybody likes to be, but in this bus, I actually prefer the very back seat. It's really, really cool. I'm sat at the very back top of KWG 655. It's a low height double decker bus, and when you're sitting down it's actually okay, but when you stand up you just can't. See there? The space above the seats to there is not nearly what you get, hence the drop floor there. You can nearly stand up if you're 6 feet tall there. I'm above 6 feet, so I don't really fit. I'm sat here, it's alright, the space is enough. I've got about a hand's width, it's alright. It'd be comfortable to ride on, more comfortable than the new buses you get as well. You've even got a rear luggage rack right there. It's mental. It's rear staircase, so there's no taking anything off. No taking any space up over the front of the bus, just right down the back. It's actually an impressive design. We are now going to do a quick point of view of going down the stairs in this bus, and then we will finish this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a wee insight into how buses used to be built. They are really, really strong bodies. They would never, you know, die. The engine in these were brilliant. It started first time when the new owner came up with a set of batteries, and it started and off it went. For it to have sat in a field for 24 years and just start off a new pair of batteries is really impressive. But that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.